What's going on, y'all? You're back. I'm your host, Paco, and you're listening to Occupy the Media. Make sure you check me out 10 and 12 noon a.m. Eastern Time and 3 p.m. Eastern Time. Okay, so yeah, we were just before the break. We played some local news coverage for Ron Paul, and I think it was Fox and another station. One of them did pretty well. And so that's good. We got something because when he was in El Paso, he pretty much got nothing. And I'm on it. I'm always checking to see if he's getting any local coverage. And, you know, the media blackouts everywhere. It's not just the mainstream media, the national media. It's local too. You know, I got to go and search to find the Ron Paul article with the video clip. There's not even no label video beside it. And it's not even on the front page, front listing, nothing. You got to go find Ron Paul, boy. They don't want you to come across Ron Paul. But anyways, you guys, if you didn't get to hear me this morning, we had some great headlines that we went over. I want to let you know so you can check those out. You can check me on Facebook, Paco Elijah, and on YouTube, Paco757. I try to put everything up, you know, articles, episodes, all that. So, yeah, earlier we talked about, Marine Sergeant Gary Stein gets other than honorable discharge over anti-Obama Facebook comment. So you guys check that out. You know, the Marine that basically said, screw Obama. I'm not going to listen to Obama if he has me try to, you know, arrest citizens, things of that nature, going against the Constitution. And the Marine is discharging him. I think it's cutting his pay, lowering his pay, all of that. And I was saying earlier, it amazes me. You know, these guys here in the top positions, the high positions of our foreign policy, you know, they commit crimes every day and they get paid millions and they don't put their lives on the line. If anything, they just send lives to be killed. It's amazing, man. What else? Family misses flight after TSA gives pat down to girl with cerebral palsy. So, I mean, the TSA is staying in the news. I mean, they are disrespecting everybody. You guys check that out. I mean, it's just another crazy story. We're going to talk about the TSA in a minute, too. What else? Oh, speaking of TSA, screeners arrested in drug trafficking scheme here at LAX airport. So, you know, they bring in the drugs through government assistance. It's always the government involved. They bring the crack. Oh, man, they do it all. Let's see here. U.S. judge refuses to dismiss charges against Bradley Manning. So, you know how that is. Treated like a terrorist. You speak the truth, you're a terrorist. You expose the truth, you're a terrorist. The people that commit terrorism, they're heroes, though. They don't get no accountability, nothing. What else? Press TV, White House approves broader Yemen drone attacks. More drones. Romney and RNC break GOP rule number 11. A great post on Daily Paul. If we have time, I might come back to that one. You guys check that out. That was posted on Daily Paul. A bill that would increase California's regulations of mixed martial arts. Now, I didn't get a chance to read this too much, but the title intrigued me. It's more regulations on everything. My goodness, man. So now you got to be careful how martial arts is. I think they were talking to some MMA fighters. That was in San Jose Mercury News. And we got in Yahoo. Now, Yahoo's ticking me off the last couple of days. I talked about yesterday they had articles talking about Ron Paul has no chance of winning. This one, Ron Paul supporters need to sober up. I mean, yo, man, I just waited for the article that says, you support Ron Paul, F you. That's what I'm waiting for. I mean, they're just getting so disrespectful now, man. And the article before that one was posted on Yahoo, right under it, because I saw it right under it, Ron Paul is inspirational, not ignorant or stubborn. So I was like, oh, okay, so they do one good, one bad. And then I clicked on the good one, and the guy still says, well, I don't really support, I don't really agree with most of his stances. That means you don't agree with most of the Constitution. That don't make no sense, man. How you don't agree with most of Ron Paul? If you don't agree with Ron Paul, it's got to be on one or two issues, couple of issues. It can't be most. You're not about freedom then. What else? 10 linked BP oil spill whistleblowers and experts continue to mysteriously die. So you guys check that out. That's some really questionable things going on there with people that are disappearing and showing up dead. And, people just spill oil in the ocean and nothing. Killing animals. We got dolphins, 900 dolphins showing up on the coast. Nobody gets in trouble. It's amazing, man. Pot smuggling boat found off of Malibu coast. 3 arrested, 1,600 pounds of marijuana confiscated. So, yeah, your boy might not be good now if you try to get in contact with him. That hurts everybody out here. And then everybody in the States that can't get it legally. Man, they just, oh my goodness, just legalize drugs already so we can stop with this. How much time is wasted on that? Somebody was doing something a lot worse somewhere else that you could have been arresting. And let's see here. Okay, so let's see what other articles that we had coming up. That was basically what we were talking about earlier. Okay, so I want to get into this that I want to speak about. Yeah, smartphone app files official TSA complaints in real time. Okay, so there's an app for this to get official TSA complaints. I'm going to have to find that. Okay, a smartphone application set to debut next week looks to bring real-time complaint reporting to Transportation Security Administration checkpoints. Developed by funding from the Sikh Coalition, a civil rights umbrella group that looks out for people who follow Sikhism, the app asks a series of questions that mirror the complaint reporting document offered on the TSA's website, then sends the agency an official report, which they claim are always followed up on. Let's see here. Amardeep Singh, director of programs for the coalition, told Raw Story that the app should enable people who believe they've been profiled to file an official complaint within minutes of an incident at a checkpoint. Quote, the application creates a novel marriage between technology and civil rights activism. The Sikh Coalition said in the advisory, it is the first and only such application of its kind, allowing users in communities such as the Sikh, Muslim, Latino, or Black communities to document their experience at the airport. For years, the Sikh Coalition, and I'm sorry if I ain't saying it right, and the Sikh community has been complaining about profiling by security at airports, Singh said. But official complaints filed with the TSA or Homeland Security are notoriously low from our community. For example, for the third quarter of 2011, the TSA reported to Congress that only 11 people had complained of profiling at airports. And of course, the complaints we received are more like in the hundreds, especially with all the news reports, just alone the news reports. Imagine all the ones that don't get reported. Let's see here. The app, he added, should help correct that problem for Sikhs. But more than just his own community, Singh said he hopes this novel use of technology will prompt the TSA to be more proactive and hold more agents accountable for blatant racial profiling, which they're supposedly forbidden from engaging in. Let's see here. We test reports through their system, so they've been showing a willingness to receive reports or complaints of profiling through this application, he added. There is also a Know Your Rights section that provides on rights on travelers, the Sikh community in particular, but there's a separate section for the rights of everyone that links back directly to the TSA's own articulation of your rights at an airport checkpoint. While the app will likely help smartphone owners, there is still no rapid response solution for individuals with older phones or no mobile commuting solutions. Worse yet, recent demographic studies have found that 61% of U.S. smartphone users are white. So it's not yet clear what sort of impact the app might have on how TSA agents behave. To their credit, the TSA says that official complaints can also be filed email. Well, I don't care if they're white, black, brown. Nobody needs to be having their rights taken away. And that's what I got to say. All right, well, I'm Paco. We'll be back. This is Occupy the Media.
Dr. Ron Paul, more than 4,000 babies delivered. A man of faith, committed to protecting life.
This whole notion of life not being valuable just is something I was never able to accept. I happened to walk into an operating room where they were doing an abortion on a late pregnancy. They lifted out a small baby that was able to cry and breathe, and they put it in a little bucket and put it in the corner of the room and pretended it wasn't there. I walked down the hallway and a baby was born early, slightly bigger than the baby that they just put in a bucket. They wanted to save this baby. So they might have had 10 doctors in there doing everything conceivable. Who are we to decide that we pick and throw one away and pick up and struggle to save the other ones? Unless we resolve this and understand that life is precious and we must protect life, we can't protect liberty.
I'm Ron Paul, and I approve this message.
We arrived in Vietnam in September the 14th.
We were fighting what was called the Viet Cong.
They broke through our lines, and we had to go hand to hand with them.